Thanks for waiting, everyone.
So apologies for being late, just had to do a piss test and the right hand's a bit of a mess, so apologies for being late. Lean and buck, lean and buck, lean, buck, lean, buck, lean and buck, lean and buck.
Wait, right.
Oh. Can I just talk from here?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most enthralling, dramatic, intense nights I think I've ever seen in a boxing ring. Unbelievably proud of Tony Bellew for an incredible fight. Knew exactly get past those rounds. And listen, big respect to David Hearn as well, who stuck in there even when he was tired and hurt his leg. And but Tony Bellew was something else tonight because he was just not going to be denied. They wrote him off. I won't say you boys wrote him off because it's your job. Everybody thought he was going to lose.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
Outside of the team. And it was just the most epic performance. Fire away with your questions, guys.
So on that respect, how does it feel to keep proving people?
Not really bothered, Phil, in all honesty. It's not why I'm in boxing, mate. I've achieved what I got in boxing for tonight. Just made me 3 kids wealthy, mate. I've just done what I've got in boxing for. That's all I do it for. So if it was about me, mate, I could have quit 12 months ago. Well, not 12 months ago. At least 12 months ago, no, I could have quit after May last year in Goodison. If it was just about me, but it's not about me. So that's why, just before the stoppage come, I looked at Dave and I said, stop now. And he said, shook his head, laughed, and I said, please stop. I'm not here to hurt people. And as I said, please stop, I looked at Shane and I said, stop it, lad. And I hit him with the right hand, his legs wobbled, hit him with the left hook that he didn't. He can take he has got a good chin. He takes shots really well that he sees. We all do. And he took the right hands all night, but it's the left hook that he didn't see. And it just made him collapse and fall out the ring the way he did. It was over. And I'm not here to hurt him. I know that he said it all through the build-up in the camp, how he wants to put me in hospital, leave me on a stretcher. That is never my intention. He's got 2 kids, man, and kids need the dads, and I'm just happy he goes home safe tonight. So
tell us what you said to each other, Tony, at the end.
Told him thank you. You've helped me secure my kids' future. And he said no, thank you for making such a great fight. He said I can't believe you're still standing. So I told him, you'll understand when I walk that ring tonight, you don't understand what I was prepared to do, and you have no idea of the places I'm willing to go. I keep telling you, and I think you think I'm taking the piss. I don't even want to say the words because I'm scared of saying them, but I'll go as far as I have to go, man. I've got no switch off button. No matter how hard they hit me, no matter how painful it gets, I can't stop. And I frightened myself. I turned up here tonight, and I don't believe in anything, man. But I just said a prayer to just please get me home safe to these kids tomorrow. And I know what I was gonna. You don't understand what in my mind I was thinking. I was going to be hit by a bus, and you know what I was going to do? I was going to get up and run it over. Because in my mind I just kept thinking I've got to go through whatever he hits me with, because he will tire, he will fade. And I kept doing it, and I kept doing what I had to do, and I don't know, it's crazy, innit? I've got what I wanted to win the fight, but I know what comes with it now, and just this nonsense, this circus is going to keep following me now. And believe it or not, I don't actually like all this. I've started to actually hate it, in all honesty. But you know what, I've just got to embrace it, man. Just do the best I can with it, because I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect person. I'm far from it. I make some bad mistakes, I make some bad moves in life, and don't make me out to be perfect, or this big rocky story. My life is far from perfect. I've done some fucked up things in my life, so I'm sure you all have here, but I just want to be left alone and just enjoy my time with my kids. I've been away from my kids for nearly 14 weeks on and off. I've been in a mode in my mind thinking I've got to go through hell, and I know how good he is. He's exceptional at what he does. See how fast and dangerous he was in them first 4 rounds. Like, he hit me with some shots, and it's that mental fortitude I've got up there. I can't give in. And that's the only danger to me in this game is me. I'm a danger to myself. So, you know, just keep. There's a certain number of times we can keep doing this, and it's not many more times, I'll be honest.
So where does that mental strength take you next? And so you say you you almost can't hold yourself back. The opportunity, you know, isn't it?
Of course there is. Yeah, man, I know what you're all thinking. The winner of them 2 monsters at Wembley. Because everyone wants to see the heart of the fat guy. How long can he take it? It's like this Rocky story in it, but I don't know, man. I'm far from Rocky. I'm not him. I'm just a normal fella who just can't give in. Just can't back down, like. And I just need to. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. What I'm waiting for is them to get off that plane tomorrow. That's what I'm waiting for, and to know me son to know.
Has anything crossed your mind, Tony, any future goal? Like, you know, to get through this, I know we have to focus on this fight, but has anything crossed your mind?
No. No, I said this to you before it. I said, the only thing to do is get home safe, and that's the only thing I can contemplate, so nothing else crossed my mind. I just said a bit of nonsense on Sky Sports a minute ago about fighting that big girl from Alabama, but I'll be honest, it's just me talking nonsense again. Just talking nonsense. I don't know. It's listen, I made a promise to my kids I'm getting home safe, and my 11-year-old kid looked at me before I left the hotel tonight on a FaceTime and just said, just win and be safe, Dad. And you know, my 11-year-old kid shouldn't be thinking that. He should just be thinking, Dad goes to work and comes home at 5 o'clock, mate, but this is the business I'm in. And I've done what I needed to do.
So on the flip side, so as well as there being opportunities, and you've spoken to this might potentially be your last 12 months.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Could
It
you
is.
consider walking away now?
No, yeah, I could walk away tomorrow, mate, happily. I could. But you know, he's going to make me an offer that I can't. He's going to make me an offer that I can't, man. I know it. I know he is. He's going to give me some news or do some mad shit that's going to send. That's going to make me missus go, you're going back in, lad, no matter what, you've got no choice, you're going. She's tougher and braver than me, she really is. I told you, man, I don't fear no man. I really don't. That's the scary part. I don't fear anyone. I don't fear nothing. But I fear going home to her, lad, and not having what she wants. And so would you if you knew her. So,
each of Tony's last couple of fights have been more improbable than the last. I mean, he's won a world title of Goodison, getting off the canvas, he's beaten a heavyweight in 2020. How do you top that? How do you keep that?
Well, I think a lot of credit has to go to Dave Coldwell as well.
massive amount.
He's improved so much as a fighter, and it wasn't just the way he boxed in those first couple of rounds. And I have to say, what surprised me as well was he took every shot that Haye could land on his chin flush, and he didn't really look hurt in the fight. He was stung a couple of times, but not. It's him wobble around, take a knee. It's incredible. It's like, you know, sometimes in life you free roll. You know, you get to where you want to be, and then you just say, let's just go with it and see what happens. And that was after Goodison Park. That was what he really was doing, just free rolling. It's like whatever happens now is a bonus. And now he's beaten David Haye. And everybody before tonight was saying David Haye is one of the best heavyweights in the world.
He is.
There's no way that where David Haye is ranked in the governing bodies, that could have been a final eliminator for the heavyweight championship of the world, easily. So as far as I'm concerned, he has earned his shot at the heavyweight championship of the world. Now Klitschko is fighting Joshua, April 29th. That's not Joseph Parker and Deontay Wilder. They're the two fights.
I'll be there supporting Ant firmly, like he supports me. We had a good chat on Thursday to a FaceTime. I've known Ant a while. I remember before Ant was Sam Fessel, I was sparring in the GB camp with Carl Fratch, and he was asking me advice on what he thinks I should do, where he thinks he should sign, and because he was getting a lot of big offers, and he was still an amateur, won the Olympic gold medal, and you know, I gave him my advice. You know, I'm not trying to say it was my advice that he took only. He asked a lot of people, he went everywhere and asked for advice, but we've always got on since then. I admire the lad because he's took boxing to a different level. I'd like to think tonight that I've took myself to a similar level, I think. A similar level, not the same level, but a similar level. So, you know, there's a new sheriff in town.
Say that, Tony, though, you were there sparring super middleweight that day.
Say that again.
You were sparring.
Yeah, there was. I was a light heavyweight. Yeah, I was a light heavyweight sparring one of the best super middleweights in the world. Well, top two he was fighting. I was Carl's chief sparring partner for the Andre Ward fight. I think he says in his book how the sessions went. We were great. Carl's my friend.
It shows where you come from.
It's unbelievable.
I've come from.
We just before we went to weigh in for the Adonis Stevenson fight, if you would have seen him in the room, He looked like a skeleton.
Light heavy, aren't I?
What?
Just a blown up light
No, but
heavy.
he was making 12 stone 7. He boxed Adonis Stevenson for the world light heavyweight title. He was like a skeleton.
Can't explain.
He moved up. He won the cruiserweight world title, and tonight he's beating David Haye.
I'd annihilated Adonis Stevenson at cruiserweight. I'm sorry to say that, but I'd eat him alive. I can absorb so much more. That's the frightening part.
Oh, you did tonight, mate. You proved that tonight.
I've absorbed the biggest one punching heavyweight in the world. Couldn't put a dent in me. He just couldn't put a dent in me. He hit me clean a number of times. He is very strong. I will say that. He hits very, very hard. But I was just mentally. You don't understand. Like I say, what I was mentally prepared to do tonight. I was mentally prepared to go to the well. I was absolutely exhausted in 7 and 8. I was just waiting for the second wind to kick in because I know how fit I am. I'm one of the fittest guys in boxing, but I just needed that second wind to kick in. I wasn't able to do my sprints the last week, the last killer session, and I think it just. I don't think I'd have been tired as I was in the 7th and 8th if I could have just had that little last week. But I had a bad right knee in the build-up. I had a knee brace on last night when we were doing certain adjustments in the room, in the hotel room. You know, it's a mad week, and like I say to you, if the shoe was on the other foot tonight, you wouldn't have heard that I've had a bad knee. I'm only letting you know now. I don't make excuses. There was no excuses tonight. No excuses from me. Win, lose or draw, a fight. It's a fight, and that's all it is. And you know, I came good tonight. I've shown what I'm about.
Tony, when you said you were saying that, hey, stop it, etc.
Yeah. If you look back on the camera, you'll see.
Capable of defending himself. But how worried were you that
I didn't
seriously hurt him?
Very worried, because as soon as he can't block me left hook in rounds 4 and 5, when I've got him on the ropes and he's physically gassing, he's blocking the left hooks and he's blocking them. As soon as we got, did I stop him in 11? As soon as we got to 9, my second wing kicked in, and I kind of, you could physically, I felt myself on top of him. I could feel myself walking him down, and he was panicking. And I think it was 9 or 10, whatever it was. I hit him with a body shot, and then I hit him with a left hook on the top of the temple. And I knew when you hit him on the temple, his legs would kind of fray. And then we came off for the 11th. I touched him again with a body shot, a right, and a left hook on the head. And he like stumbled into the ropes. And I just said to him, "Stop it, man." I said, "Stop, David, just stop." And he went, "No." He said, "No, he's brave, lad. I know he's brave. I've said he'd quit all, but in all honesty, mate, he's a fighter. He's a fighter, mate. He really is." But and then I looked at Shane. I said, "Stop, Shane, stop, man." He didn't listen. And then when he went down, I just wanted to get him. Like I say, we've had enough travesties in this sport, in this business for I'm just happy we go home safe to our kids, mate.
Dave, would you let Tony continue in that condition?
In that condition, no, because there's more to life than just boxing.
Yes.
And you know, you're in there with people that are raining in shots and that can punch hard. And no, I thought Shane did the right thing in stopping it, and respect to him for doing that, because he could have let his own ego get in the way of that and think, well, there's another round. If he gets through this round, he can get through another round. We're almost there. But he didn't, and he looked after his man there, and I respect him.
Still swinging for the lights.
It looked like he were in trouble all the way through, you know, numerous times throughout, but he stopped the fight.
In all honesty, though, he doesn't know David well enough.
No.
Listen, mate, they've done a 4-week camp for me. A 4-week camp for me. I'm cruiserweight champion of the world, mate. He underestimated me once, like they all do. I tell you all the time. You watch me on tape, and I look crap.
Yeah.
I look slow. I look easy to hit. I don't look like I hit that hard. But just watch the face when I come out in the first round. BJ got it. BJ felt it straight away. Hit him with a body shot, left hook, and he just thought, "Oh, what the hell's this? What's going on here?" It happened again today. David threw a jab. I slipped it and whacked him with a left hook on the forehead. He hit me with a right hand on the forehead, and I hit him with a left hook. And the eyes again. Boom. What was that? It happens every time. Like, it doesn't matter whether they're heavyweights, cruiserweights, whatever. I hit them clean, and they feel it. And tonight was exactly the same. He gave me the reaction. The only man who never ever gave me a reaction was Olunga Makabu. When you see what happened to Goodison Park, he's the only man, amateur and pro, I've ever hit clean, and he didn't give me a reaction. And you've seen what happened when they don't. So, you know, tonight I got the reaction out of David, and it didn't make him as apprehensive as I thought it would, but it made him respect me power. That's what it did do. And then me twitching, the game plan, everything we worked on, I just twitched him up. He was nervous. he was burning energy, lad, and I knew he was burning energy. The only thing that shocked me was his weight. I anticipated him being about 15 and a half, and the minute he was over 16 stone, I knew he had 3 rounds in him, 4 at the most. But tonight he showed, he went beyond the Call of Duty, in my opinion. He showed, mate, he's willing to dig deep, because when someone says you'll quit, when someone says you're mentally weak, it made him really want to show people I'm not weak. I will dig in and I will fight to the finish. So I think if I never labelled him that, it would have been over after 5. I really think he would have said, my knee's gone, my shoulder's gone, or my ankle's gone. Yeah. Because I've labelled him of quitting all week, he done what he done. And that's why you guys, I don't even know how good the fight was, because I can't remember anything. I can just remember the finish. And I just remember what I said to him as soon as it was over. So I don't know how good the fight was. You guys will have to write about it or put the report out and tell me or whatever. But saying that, I'm not even going to read them tomorrow. I'll be totally honest, lad. I don't want to read any.
He redeemed himself, Tony, after the Toby thing and the Klitschko and all that. Do you think that was on his mind, that he couldn't possibly quit, he'd have to keep going?
Possibly, yeah, but he didn't quit against Klitschko in all honesty, did he? He stayed in there.
Just used it as
he used it as an excuse, but he stayed in there for 12. So fighters do fight with injuries. I don't think against Klitschko, and listen, I'll take the mickey out of it as much as possible. I always have done, you know. Got to get your edge, haven't you, in these things? But mate, he deserves he gets an awful lot of admiration from me from a sportsman's perspective. He's a brilliant athlete. He's been a special fighter. He's an amazing fighter, mate. He's fast, he's powerful, he's explosive. I mean, he looks $1 million. He got in that ring tonight and I was just thinking, this looks like the Michelin Man against Muscle Mountain. Mate, he just looks fantastic, doesn't he? He's an Adonis. And he's had his hair done, he looks pretty, and mate, he just looks better than me, mate. He really does. But I say this all the time, and I've said it enough times to you, bodies don't win fights, mate. And I'm the perfect example. If bodies won fights, I'd be Peter Buckley. I really would. So, you know, bodies don't win fights, lad. Heart, brains, boxing brains win fights. And believe it or not, I know I don't come across as the brightest, but I am clever in a boxing ring, trust me. And I'm much harder to fight than it looks on tape. I say that to everyone, I really, really am. Timing beats speed. I've watched Vernon Frost and Shane Mosley 1 million bleeding times in this camp. I've watched James Toney 1 million times. I always do. I study the old boys, the classics. You know, watch Hagler fighting on the inside. Might be a southpaw, but just watch how he mixes it up on the inside. The little nicks in the body as the breathing. As he takes a breath in, slam him in the solar plexus. Little body shots like that. And then don't forget, he also hit me really low tonight because he was blowing. I mean, he said I done BJ with a low blow. Mate, he nearly done me. I don't think I'm capable of any more kids after that. But I've got enough.
It's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got enough. I've been telling him I'm trying to get the snip. The doctor won't approve me. So hopefully he's just done it for me tonight and saved me a few quid. But I don't want any more kids.
Tony, do you think for his own health that David Haye should quit boxing?
I'll be honest, mate, I've got too much respect for him to make that call. Yeah. So that's not my place to say. I respect him as a fighter, I really do. I respect all fighters. I know I come across as a helmet and a plant pot at times to you guys, but in all honesty, mate, I play up to the cameras, and it's a persona that I've got. If you could see me spend time with my family and what's important to me in life, your opinion would be very different, and so would a lot of other people's. I'm a person which is embarrassing to say, but got too much heart for my own good. So,
well, what would your advice be now to tell you about the next step?
Water.
I would be happy if he walked away, because
you know he's going to come with something, lad, and you know I can't.
Yeah, but for me, the dream was to win a world title at cruiserweight.
I'm not walking away.
And then we won the world title at cruiserweight. That's checked. Then when you win a world title at cruiserweight, then I want him to secure his family's future, his kids' future. Tick that box. So for me, I would be happy if he turned around to me and said, tomorrow morning, that's us done. I'd be over the moon.
Me and Gary sat there and we said this. You know what, I had a conversation with him today and I said, you know, when I win tonight, there's very few people, listen, I'm going to be talking, very, very few people really deep down believed I was going to win. And we went for a walk and I said, do you know, tomorrow, mate, my life's just going to turn into a circus and it's going to get worse. And he said, don't think about it. And I said, I know, but... And we said to each other, and I said, do you know what I've done? I've sacrificed my life for theirs, for the kids. That's what I've done. So I'm going to play the clown, keep staying in the circus until until the circus doesn't want me no more. 'Cause that's what this is, mate. Don't. I know, you know, you look at it as a sport and it's headlines and that. To me, it's a circus. It's one big freak show, and I play the part that they all want to see. So,
Eddie, can you give us a sort of a clear line about where the circus goes from now?
Not really. Not really.
Do you seriously pitch up for the winner of Parker Wilder?
Parker, 100%. Well, yeah. I mean, again, going back to everybody thought David Haye was one of the best heavyweights in the world, so he beat him. So, what do you want to do? You want to go back to cruiserweight and fight the winner of Huck or Bradis? Or do you want to fight Deontay Wilder or Joseph Parker?
just to say, I'm the proudest cruiserweight WBC champion in the world. It's the greatest achievement to me of me personal life. I'm so proud to be WBC champion. This tonight doesn't even touch the sides of what Goodison did. You'd have no idea when I was walking the ring to Goodison how I felt that night. Dreams come true. A lifelong ambition achieved. This doesn't even touch that. Mate, tonight I was so relaxed in there before the fight. I was dancing. The song music's fantastic. The way he mixed it up, the DJ has done a fantastic job.
It's about 25 minutes.
Mate, I had a boogie, and I haven't been out dancing for a long time. And as you can see, my moves on. I mean, you could tell my moves weren't the best, but I enjoyed it, and I was so relaxed at the start until he hit me for the first time clean, and then shit got real limbo. Yeah.
There's talk of a rematch, Tony, is that?
There is, yeah. We'll evaluate everything on Monday.
I'll tell you one thing. When we signed this fight,
Yeah.
if they would have asked for a rematch clause, I would have given it to them in a heartbeat. They didn't believe for 1 second
I had the hope.
that Tony Bellew would win this fight.
Yeah. Just like a lot of you guys sitting here. No disrespect, but, you know. No one's saying no. No one's saying no, mate. No one.
9-10.
No, but yeah.
No one's saying no. We'll evaluate
We'll
on
talk,
Monday.
and if we're interested, we'll make him an offer for a rematch. But like I said,
Salt and pepper's on my side of the table
Yeah,
now. Let's
absolutely.
not forget that. Salt and pepper's on my side of the table. Coming to my table to eat now. I went to his. Come to his backyard. Let's not forget that. This is his home. He stated the O2 is where he is. It's his home. He's the man. He's this. He's that. I'm the king and I'm this. Tonight I come to his backyard. Like no one thought I could do.
So, Tony, if you've secured the kid's future,
Yeah.
which is obviously what you want to do, and
That's what I've
you know,
done.
there's things that you say you don't like about this freak show. And
Yes, I don't.
Why carry on?
Because I'm telling you, the offer's going to be too big. Someone comes to you, I mean, I suppose we all don't really like our jobs.
depends what kind of future you want.
Yes, exactly.
Great grandkids.
Yes. My kids are going to have kids, and believe you me, mate, they're good luck and they take after the mother.
He's got 3.
I've got 3 boys, mate. So there's going to be a few more Bellews flying around in a few years. So I'm planning for their ones, as long as they're not too soon, like.
You could get heavyweights here.
Of course. Of course.
This is the home of boxing.
I could bring Joseph Parker or Deontay Wilder to the UK to fight Tony Bellew without any shadow of a doubt. Nowhere near. Wilder's making what, $1 million and a half a fight? Jesus Christ. The numbers they that fight done tonight? Huge. Absolutely huge. Can't tell you that. Sorry?
Over 600.
Yeah.
Dave,
That boy done good, didn't he? Drummed it up quite well, didn't he? Kicking that Toblerone wasn't too bad after all, was it?
I'd like to take the credit.
You previously had a positive relationship with Haye. It became personal between the two of you recently. Was there a point in that where you started to feel sorry to him?
Joking, I've been calling him Penfold for the last couple of months. Little rat and all that, mate. He was made up. He's happier than me.
I
Don't say anything different because you've been saying it all week. Just absolutely do him, and that's what he says. You just, and mate, I was coming back the corner, and to be fair, every round he told me exactly what to do, mate. I've got the best coach in boxing. He told me what to do. It was his game. I don't listen. I don't formulate game plans. I go in there to execute what he says. He formulated the game plan. He told me what to do. In between rounds, he won me the fight. I'll be honest, I was absolutely exhausted. Around about 7 and 8, I think it was. I was blown because I gave a big barrage in the 6th, I think it was, and he was hurt and gone. I don't even know how many times he went down, but I was spent, and I was just waiting for the second win to come in. And then he what's it called? He riled me up. He annoyed me, to be fair. And he said to me, you know, you're going on how brave you are in the corner. How much? do you fucking want this? And I said, I'll fucking show you. Move out the way. I'll fucking... And then what happened. So
we're friends.
Yes.
But when it comes to boxing, we're not friends.
We had this conversation in the hotel before we left.
Yeah.
No friends now until after the fight.
Yeah. And he, you know, it's a fight that I knew that he had to listen, and I was really confident. Usually, walking into that ring, I get nervous for my fighters. I don't feel pressure, but I get nervous for my fighters because I know what it means. But walking to that ring, and when we was in the ring, because I knew his frame of mind. Me and Gary were talking all day today. His mind was great. We had a chat before we left the hotel.
Still wouldn't let me play my PlayStation.
No.
Once I played Call of Duty, and you were whinging at me, wouldn't let me play.
And his mind was in a good place. So I knew that if he's focused and he concentrated on what I needed him to do, I knew he'd win the fight. Said it all along, I knew he'd win the fight. And that's why I've never been as relaxed as that in a ring, waiting for an opponent to come out and waiting for that first belt as what I was. And I thought he did absolutely fantastic. He was brilliant. And he proved... It's not about proving people wrong, but it's just letting people know that he can do things that they think that he can't. You know, he's not got the greatest body, but I've always said bodies don't win fights.
So did you have sympathy for him?
Sorry?
Did you have sympathy for him?
Sorry. Yeah, I do, because he said a few words to me in the ring after, and so everything in the build-up's gone. I don't need to listen. His mind games, he's a master at mind games, and his mind games were trying to get into my head by insulting me and things like that. But I know him, and so things like that don't affect me. You know, when you come from a background that I came from, a grown man calling you names, it doesn't really make an effect on you, and it didn't bother me. What it did is it opened it up for everybody on social media and stuff to jump on bandwagon. And so that way, it's not great, but it's like I said, you know, it's schoolboy bully stuff. And when the tables turn on him, you do kind of feel sorry for him. And you know, you look at it now, and yeah, I do feel sorry for him. It's same as any boxer that comes into the sport. I just hope that when they're finished, that they're happy, financially set, and they can move on with their lives. And that's all that matters at the end of the day.
So, in the build-up when we spoke, you said you saw a victory tonight as securing your legacy.
Yeah.
Fight history.
Where do you think I right now among Scouse boxers? You tell me, mate, you're the journalist. You know boxing.
You said you were as good as Conti, but you know,
am I?
in terms of your fights and your profile, in terms of profile and fights, where do you think?
I've idolised John Conti since I was a child, and I'll always idolise John Conti. In my mind, I'll never be even on the same level. I couldn't carry his jockstrap, but we'll see. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. I've just always, like I say, mate, I've always looked up to fighters. I'll be honest, mate, I know I've beat him tonight, but I don't think I'm as good as him, so... But I suppose I've proved everyone wrong and I've done it, so... Listen, I've looked up to David Haye nearly my whole career, I really have. I've liked the way he fights. Mate, I was in St John's Market watching him fight Orlando Solis on a telly. I was walking through town waiting for it to start. I think it was in Ireland, and I was watching it on BBC. It was live. I watched him against Carl Thompson. I couldn't believe he fell apart the way he did. I'd sparred with him at that stage, so I studied him even more closely. I always liked his style of fighting. I've always looked up to him from a boxing perspective. No, I don't agree with how he carries on, but that's another story. But from a boxing perspective, as a fighter, I've always looked up to him. I think he's a brilliant fighter. What he achieved at heavyweight was fantastic. Mate, he's just a proper dude in a boxing ring, mate. He's a proper fella. He can fight, mate. You don't understand how hard he hits, Phil, honest to God, mate. You just don't understand how hard he hits, and I do.
So, one small point, I don't want to put down, but you won't be up before the board. You're going to be discussed by the board on Wednesday.
Am I?
For what?
What for?
Well, they said that they were disappointed by both fighters, and they were going to discuss the whole build-up.
Did you know the board? I won't even say what I'm going to say, but you know the board, they you know what? No one was disappointed when someone was trying to sue me and take away my career, was Steve. So I'm not even going to get involved in them, mate. It's a disgrace. You know what we done for boxing tonight? We put boxing on a pedestal. Two men fought their hearts out, mate. 2 men forward for hearts out. Board can't say nothing to me. And if the board want to say something, I'll go and get a licence somewhere else. The cheek of that. Call me up.
As you're getting older, you're getting even better.
Oh, I don't know about that, mate. Jesus Christ. Body tells me different tonight.
You look at your performances and your results, over the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, you know what, mate, don't judge my career as a light heavyweight, because people have no idea the depths of despair I went to. My camps were dark, mate, they were hard places. Tonight, I actually had to lose a bit of weight to get on the scales, because I wanted to get on as light as possible, so I didn't eat anything from Thursday after 6 o'clock. Or was it 6 o'clock? About 7 o'clock. I didn't eat or drink after 7 o'clock Thursday night till getting the weigh in, because I just wanted to, can't compare with him looks wise, body wise, you know what I mean? It's never going to happen, but I just wanted to be lighter and be as light and fast as possible. So I tried doing what I have to do. Usually I have to lose about half a stone the week of the fight, on fight week, to make cruiserweight, and I just wanted, originally I wanted to come in as a cruiserweight, because I feel so sharp and great at cruiserweight, and I feel like I can endure anything. I usually get in the ring at 15 stone, I'll be honest. I think I got in the ring at 15.5 stone tonight, and I felt great. I really did. Don't get me wrong, I definitely think the reason I tired in 7 and 8 was purely down to I was a bit heavier, and my body, I unloaded an awful lot of stuff in that 6th round, mate. I emptied the kitchen sink, and he was still there. I couldn't believe it, because do you know what I was doing? He kept seeing the right hand coming, and he anything David Haye sees coming, he can take. He's very fast. He's twitchy. He's very quick with the reactions of him. This is why Klitschko couldn't knock him out, because every right hand that Klitschko caught him with on the side of the head, he could see coming. And Klitschko can't really throw a great left hook unless it's against Kubrat Pulev. You know, he turned it off that night, like. But he doesn't throw a good left hook, and with David, I knew it was going to be the left hook that if I was going to stop him, it'd be the left hook that got him, because he won't see it. And his mind rattles. My plan wasn't to hit him on the chin, it was hit him on the temple. I was open to, he didn't get that air braided, to be honest. It would have given me more target to hit, but he only went and braided it, didn't he? So when he turned up to that presser on Thursday, I'll be honest, mate, I was a bit gutted, because it just made his head really small. It's amazing how much smaller he is as the fight gets closer. He shrunk. He physically shrunk this week. And when I got to the last presser, I got close to him and I looked at him and I just said, lad, you've shrunk and you don't believe what you're saying. I knew it, the eyes never lie. I looked someone in the eyes and I said, you're in trouble. I said, you look in my eyes and you see darkness, mate. You see a driven person. I look in David's eyes and the first thing he says to me is, your left eye's twitching. I said, it probably is, lads. Took a few belts over the years. I said, but it's looking right back at your face, mate, and you know you're in trouble. I really do believe I got in his mind. I really do believe I messed his head up. The big thing for David Haye is he has to get in your head, and he couldn't get in mine. He couldn't, he really couldn't.
It's easy, very easy in hindsight to look back and say, you should have done this. Did nights like tonight and Goodison make you wish you'd have moved up in weight and left light heavy sooner?
No. Do you know why? Because I learnt my career at light heavyweight, and I was able to take the hard fights at light heavyweight, but fights where I had the advantages on my side, the size, the power, and
it's part of your experience.
Yes, I've had, you know what, for the amount of fights I've had, I think that was the 32nd or the 33rd tonight, I've crammed an awful lot in. You know, I fought for my first professional title in my 12th fight. I fought for my first world title, which I still believe I won in my 16th fight. I fought for the world title in my 16th fight against a world champion who won it and defended it and done whatever. So, you know, mate, in my mind, I'm a 2-weight world champion. Well, in my mind, I'm a 3-weight world champion. I've beat the heavyweight champion of the world tonight. So, for me, mate, I'm over the moon. Like I said to you, Phil, after Goodison, I far surpassed my dream. Anything I could ever have achieved in boxing. I thought the British title was my ceiling. And then I come across this fella, he believed in me, and we just ploughed on from there. When I won the European title against Mateusz Masternak, it was a 50, going into that fight, it was a 50-50 fight, really was.
I said to you tonight,
make or break fight.
You fought for your career twice at this venue before. Isaac Chilemba.
Yeah.
Because you stamped the place out.
What a fight that was. Everyone wants to pay number 3. Yeah, we can do him again, number 3 pay-per-view. He's told me on my own pay-per-view start tonight. Isaac Chilemba 3, I think everyone wants to see it.
It's about the only one you can't do. But you were fighting for your career that night, and against Masternak you were fighting for your career as well.
So, mate, after winning the European title, in my own mind, I really did think that was it. I had a little break, I enjoyed that Christmas, and then the magic man, Jerry Maguire, worked up the magic for me for Goodison. I refused to fight for the WBA regular, and then, you know, the WBC came in and he'd done what he'd done. He worked his magic, mate. I'm indebted to him for as long as I can live, mate, and breathe. So, you know, I've lived the dream. I've lived the dream and done more than I can ever imagine. And tonight has gave me something that I'll be totally honest, I didn't think was ever going to be possible. I've always had visions in my mind. I'm going to be going out and not doing boxing today and living. And that's the best way I can. But I always had visions that I was going back out to, you know, do whatever to aim for my kids. And you know what, mate, it's now about trying my best to start a business off that my kids can carry on for their future, and we can make something between us all, and something special, hopefully.
And I'm guessing there's still time before the summer, early autumn is out. Goodison again.
Yeah, we'll enjoy this one for a few weeks.
Chairman keeps asking me. He keeps asking me, and I've said no. The club keep asking me, and I've said I don't want to.
You need a few weeks.
You don't want to do it again.
Mate, can it get any better than that night? And to be totally honest, didn't enjoy getting my nose broke, to be honest, and getting dropped. Yeah.
I think definitely.
I'll be gone by then, mate.
Definitely a week or two off, and then we'll back to training.
You know what? I'd just like to say while you're all here, what a great servant Eddie Matthews has been to the sport. He's announced his retirement tonight. Come in my dressing room after the fight, lad, and that brought me close to you. It broke my arse to see me mate like that. I loved Eddie Matthews. He's a good person. You know what? There's not many genuine, nice people in boxing, and I'm telling you that for a fact. I know it. I've been in the game a long time, and he is one of very few honest, genuinely good men. So to see him go out like that tonight, Howard Davis was fantastic tonight, kid can bang so hard. That's 2 jaws that kid's broken in about 3 months. Mate, he hits hard, and I just want to say what a great ambassador Eddie Matthews has been for boxing. He's doing great things for my city now, helping kids in the area, because we're from tough areas, all of us, me and Eddie, we come from a hard place, man, and he's doing good things for the city. So, you know, I just want to show him my support tonight. He's done brilliant, he really has.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for staying. I appreciate it a lot.
Thank you.